It's Doom here from Dungeons and Doom Biscuit, and this is the, I made two of them, but I made one with you guys most of the way through, and this is the, what do you call this? Palisades. I'm going to just kind of dry some of this up a little bit real quick. Alright, cool. Alright, so the first step is going to be to paint these brown. I'm going to use a dark brown. And I'm just going to get some water and a brush. I'm going to squirt some brown because we're going to need a good bit. Oh, you bastard. Let me get a brush. Oh, you bastard. Of course. Well, I'll have to clean that up later. And we'll get some water. Let's send that out, and let's get in here and darken these up to be our logs. And you're thinking, well, they're already brown, and then you painted them. Yes, that's true. Because unless you glue them on last, it's hard to make them look good, and then the glue is going to show. I suppose I could have used Elmer's glue, but when you're doing stuff for videos, you don't have hours of drying time to play with. Okay, so something like that. And don't worry about how perfect you get these, because we are going to come back with a wash. And we're going to do some other stuff too. Okay, so there we go. And I don't care how perfect it is. I really, really don't, as per the usual. Okay. Let's start on this other one. And if I don't get it down in all the cracks, that's okay, because we're going to use a wash, like I said, and that'll help deal with that drama. La 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 la. Something like that. Now there's a little bit of red that's really vibrant, and I don't know if the wash is going to cover that up, so I'm going to get in here with my brush and try to soak some of that in, just cover that red up. And my brush is super wet and watered down, and I'm just trying to shove some paint down in those cracks. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you want to make it apparent that you've made some kind of effort, right? Right. Now we can dry this off. I don't know why I'm using this. This is not a good thing for drawing. I guess it is, but it's not what I like. I like the soothing sounds of magic. The +5 hot air gun of burning. Okay, then we're just going to get a lighter brown and a dry brush. For my lighter brown, I'm using chocolate bar. No, I'm going to use melted chocolate. And I'm going to use a pretty big makeup brush to do this. Okay. Not putting a whole lot of effort into this. Something like that. Okay. If I have any more paint there, I'm going to take it. Just kind of streak that up a little bit to give it some variation. Okay. I think that'll work for what we want. Next step, let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Let's get a lighter color. So I'm using khaki, and I'm using like a decent sized brush, like a size 3, something that has some coverage. And I'm not putting an enormous effort into this, making these perfect, if you notice. And when we get to the end here, it won't really matter much, I'm guessing. Okay. I've been asked what my political affiliation was so many times. Look, man, I'm a Democrat. I think both parties are bad. I really do. I'm sorry if you don't agree with me. I think both parties are corrupt. I think that if people really cared about us, they wouldn't serve lifetime terms and make $1 million doing it. And I think that people wouldn't stay in government so long that that's all they know. I think that it's a bad system. I think that term limits on every office should be implemented, including the Supreme Court. I think that any money you make outside of your office should be closely monitored by multiple entities and agencies. I think that it's become such a scam to be a politician, and we can't trust them. And I was in the military, and I blindly followed orders, but I'll tell you what, I'm not in the military anymore, and I don't like being told what to do by the government unless it's directly affecting someone else's life and liberty and pursuit of happiness. If I'm infringing on someone else's inherent freedoms, yes, by all means, step in. But I don't like the government telling me shit. I did my time of being the government's puppet and doing their shit. I went all over the world and played their stupid games. I want to be left alone now. That's my opinion. You're entitled to yours. Okay, so we have a pretty decent bulwark there. What I'd like to do is I'd like to lighten up some of this platform a little bit. To do that, I'm just going to get a little bit of this chestnut. And I'm going to get a kind of a chunkier brush after I get this paint off my hand. And I'm going to get something that's kind of flat, like this. It's got kind of a blade. I'm going to get it pretty wet. And I'm going to drag that around, lighten that up some. You don't have to do that. Probably won't add much to it, but I just want to do that. Yeah, I'm a Democrat. Or a Doom Republican, whatever. I'm that. I have seen people do horrible things in the name of their country. I've done things that I would consider normally horrible in the name of my country. And the truth is, no one's perfect. No one's 100% right. No one's ever 100% the good guy in everything they do. No one. Even if you have the purest of intentions. There was a YouTube guy named Mr. Beast, who thought he was doing good. He bought water filtration systems for some towns in Africa. And you know what happened? It turned out to be a bad thing. He bought them out of the kindness of his heart, thinking he was doing good, thinking he was solving a problem. And warlords came in and killed the people and took what he gave them. So his intentions were completely good, but the end game result was not, was it? No, it was not. And since that's not our neck of the woods, we don't deal with it. Maybe we should, maybe we shouldn't, I don't know. A lot of times I feel like we become the world police and it's not our business, but at other times you're like, well, shit. Somebody's got to do something, and if the rest of the world won't stand up and fix it, maybe we should. So it's hard to know what's right and wrong in those situations for me. Because a lot of times I think with a minimal amount of effort we can fix these problems. If we killed all the warlords, what would happen? Well, I don't know. Would it destabilize the area and create more conflict? I don't know. Maybe. That storm sounds amazing. Do I want to see our men and women in uniform getting sent all over the world? No, not particularly. I really don't. So they look okay. I would like to lighten those up a little bit more. So let's get a clean piece of cardboard. Oh, that rain sounds so good. I can't wait to... Well, never mind. I'm probably not going to go out and play in it, but part of me wants to. Let's see. I think I'm going to go back to the melted chocolate. Maybe I'll use this chocolate bar. We haven't really used this, and I do like this. It's got a red color. I use way too much there. I'm just going to get a soft makeup brush from the Dollar Tree. Same deal. This is a +1 brush of brushing. And I'm going to give it some variation, and then I might lighten it up from there if I feel the need. That was darker than I wanted. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some of that chestnut color and just kind of bring it back around. Get a little bit more of that chestnut and just kind of hit that again real quick. Okay, there we go. That'll definitely serve our purposes. Let's dry it off. +5 hot air gonna burn. La la la. Okay. Let's get a piece of plastic. I'm just going to use a little plastic tray, like a serving tray from the Dollar Tree. Something like this. This will work well for what I need. So I don't have enough of my normal wash left, so I'm going to make some wash real quick. And to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just grab this little tray here that I did some painting in. And that's just, I think, a peanut butter lid or something glued to a lid so I can see what I'm doing. I'm going to get a little bit of water. about like that much, just kind of get the bottom. And then I'm going to get some black paint. Okay. I'm going to get a tiny bit of dish liquid. And you're like, what, dish liquid? Yeah, I'm just going to get a tiny bit of dish liquid. A little bit of rubbing alcohol could go a long way in this too. Okay. This is a very thin wash. After this is all said and done, and I'm going to have to do this off camera because this won't be dry to show you, but I'm going to hit this all with a medium gray, very, very light dry brush. I mean very light, super duper damn light. Oh, my kids just heard the thunder and probably got a little scared. They'll be down here in a second to check and see if everything's going to be okay, I'm sure. But it will be. I don't remember ever being afraid of storms growing up. I'm not saying I wasn't, I just don't remember if I was. I could ask my parents, I suppose. Something like that. And we probably could just dry that off and see if we can get a dry brush going. What time is it? We're at 17 minutes? Yeah, we got time. There's some red still under there, but I don't think anybody's going to see it. Let's fold these down. Make sure we dry these outsides up real good. Alright, I'm going to get a piece of cardboard. Just like this. And I'm going to get a medium brown. Or gray, I'm sorry. I'm using elephant gray. I'm going to get a tiny bit of that. I mean a tiny bit. And a really soft brush like this. And I'm going to coat that brush with that gray to where it's all evenly coated on there. And then I'm just going to wipe some of that off. I'm just going to drag it around and create a little bit of variation and a little bit of weathering. I'm not trying to make it perfect. And that's going to be enough to give the impression that this has been out in the weather. I'm just going to touch that wood up top. Alright, cool. Let's get a dude. And he fits on there well. And that's going to be about the size I need. Sweet. Anyways, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell icon, leave a comment, do all the things that the great spirits of the algorithm desire. so we can appease them and grow our channel. It's your channel too, I suppose. That's debatable because my name's on it. But you guys watch, so I'm going to call us a team. Anyways, check out the website, www.dungeonswag.com. Use the discount code in the description and come to our Discord. At dungeonswag.com, you can get amazing, high-quality, beautiful miniatures, blah, 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 commercial thing. And on the Discord, you can hang out with us and blah, 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 commercial thing. I don't think there's any reason to promote the Discord. I don't think it does anything, but it's cool, and I like the people on there. So you should come join us. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.